Opportunities and quality of life around the world are extremely unequal. For many people, moving away from their home can be the best and sometimes only option to improve their life. Almost 1 billion people today have moved either internally or internationally, by need, by force, or by choice. In general, people who move are much better off in terms of income, education, and other opportunities that they would have been had they stayed where they were born.
Human mobility can have huge positive impacts, but its value is more than that. Being able to decide where to live is a key element of human freedom.
What is important to understand is that while people mostly move in order to better their own lives and the prospects for their children, their movement is often inhibited by all sorts of barriers. Even when these barriers are overcome, people can be unequally treated at destination. This is true for both people who move across borders and, surprisingly often, even for people who move within their own country. This needs to change.
Maybe everyone would think that at 17 years old, I was too young to decide to leave my community searching for a new life. In the beginning, my only dream was to help my parents. Now that I work, I earn enough money to send a little home and help them. I even started to study. I am achieving my dream.
Each year, I travel to a big city to work on construction sites because there is no paying work in my village. Every year is the same story. My children cannot go to school where I work, but they eat better and I can afford medicine when they get sick. Life is difficult, but at least I have the freedom to move and search for new opportunities.
The hardest part of moving abroad is the new language. It makes it hard for me to find work and for my children at school, but we are learning together as a family. We are here because I hope that my children's life will be better than mine. I'm hopeful and I know we made the right decision.
The city celebrated the way 4 migrant women from different countries integrated themselves by volunteering at the hospital and community center. The women spoke of the importance of getting involved to settle in and be accepted. When I heard them speak, I was really touched because I didn't realize how important this was to them and how much of a change it was to be living here, now, with us.
When I decided to leave my country, my family was sad, but they understood and supported me. My visa application was denied many times. I even managed to get a passport from a different country. It cost my family a lot of money, and in the end I had to abandon. I could not find work without legal status, and my situation was too dangerous and uncertain. I feel it is unfair because I paid so much money for a chance at something I never got, a better life.
At the age of 12, I dropped out of school to start working because my family was poor. 6 years later, I followed my uncle abroad to earn more money. I was selected to work in a foreign country in a temporary scheme and eventually earned the right to stay. I even started a successful business that is creating jobs. I am one more case out of millions of people every year who find new opportunities by migrating.
I have lived abroad before. I first reached the country with a valid visa, but because I could not get it renewed, I decided to stay and continue to work anyway. It was hard because without legal status, I was paid much less than the minimum wage and could never get assistance, even though I paid taxes. Things got really bad when I got sick and could not see a doctor. That is when I was deported.
Human mobility can increase the well-being of people, their families, and even whole communities. But the movement of people is limited by policies and attitudes that often act more like barriers than as vehicles of freedom. Policies on human mobility need to change. What do we need? Simpler channels for migration. Governments which protect the human rights of everyone, including migrants. We need to reduce costs for people on the move. And we need to nourish the benefits from moving, both within countries and across borders. We need to make human mobility an integral part of development.